Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Bulletin. I'm your host, Morgan Thornley.
And I'm your host, Henry Lanier.
And let's just jump right into the first thing that we have to report on, which we actually do have stuff to report on this week, unlike every other week. But let's start off. You want to start us off? Want to start us? You got a big old thing right here.
Why, I'd be just pleased as punch to start us off. This year, blood drive, October 23rd. You can sign up in the main hall October 8th from the 19th. It's for a good cause. You should really consider it. People need your blood.
Vampires, they need your blood.
Yeah, a lot of people take for granted the blood, except for the vampires.
But I have other news to discuss. You remember last Sunday, in fact, maybe you went out Sunday night and you saw the rocket launch that happened. It was pretty spectacular. I got a good view of it, but you probably want a little bit more information on it, a little more in depth. We're gonna use this visualization right here. So you got the rocket, right?
We got it.
The boost off, okay, and it's boosting off, right? And now this is empty, like it doesn't have any fuel. So they don't really need it anymore. So this thing, pops off and goes off into space, and this part just kind of falls down. But what's different about this rocket is this one doesn't just like pop off and like fall into the ocean or something. It like goes back, and then they can reuse it.
I think we should all be really happy for the comfort we can take in this, in knowing this.
Yeah, and this technological advancement will be able to make space travel more easier, more open to all us normal, usual billionaires who want to go to the moon. Yusaku Maezawa. Yusaku Maezawa, this beautiful man, fashion icon, is planning a trip by 2023. He's scheduled to go to the moon. Should be interesting. And with all that being finally said and done, I think it's about time we move on to that counselor's corner. And if not counselor's corner, sports support, we're just gonna cut out counselor's corner.
I think they walked outside.
Oh.
What happened? Does this go on there? Grab that camera for that trap.
Free tutoring is available during seminar Mondays and
You're not recording that, are you? Oh, yeah. I'm Noah.
And I'm Charlie.
And this is your week's counselor's corner. Quarter 1 ends on October 19th. Only PE and sports grades will be on your transcript. Turning your missing work to your teachers this week, and if you're struggling in a class, the first person you should talk to is your teacher.
Free tutoring is available during seminar on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. in room 68. UCSB students will be there to help you guys.
SBCC spring classes are now posted on their website, along with new information regarding high school students taking SBCC classes at SBCC on their page. Sign-ups start in December. SBCC at SBHS. SBCC will be at SBHS on October 23rd in the College and Career Center.
Seniors, the FAFSA Dream Act application are now open and must be completed if you're going to SBCC using the Promise program. Help is available if you need it for completing the application for you and your parents. Go to the College and Career Center for help with the applications.
If you're struggling with stress or depression or just having a tough time, say something to a teacher or your counselor or any trusted adult. Help is here if you need it. You can use the Stop It app on your iPad. This has been your week's Counselor's Corner.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Elise.
I'm Charlotte. And this is your week's ASB.
There's a quad grip on the 26th, so come to the quad and get some lunch.
Halloween gramps are going to be on sale the week of the 22nd to the 30th, so make sure to get one in the main hall at lunch if you're interested. Also, there's a costume contest on Halloween in the quad, so make sure to dress up.
It's time to get educational and physical. Sports report.
Sports report.
No one told you that was gonna be this way. Welcome back to this week's Sports Report. I'm Colby.
I'm Greta.
And this is the sports. For football, varsity is playing October 18th against Cabrillo at San Marcos.
And cross country on October 20th has the Mount Sac Invitational.
For girls tennis, on October 16th they're playing against Cabrillo at home, and then on October 18th they're playing Dos Pueblos at home.
Boys water polo, October 16th has a game against Cabrillo, and October 18th they have a game against Santa Ynez at the high school. This has been your week's sports report. Thanks for watching. Sport Report.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the first episode of Community Culture, the part of the Bulletin where we reach out into the community, or I guess in this case the community reaching out to us, and find out just what we're missing out on. Today I have Patricia and Radley. Yeah, I'm gonna start off. I want to know a little bit more about you and what you have for us here today.
My name is Patricia. I work with Radley, and we're implementing this program, and I'll be assisting her to put this together and facilitate.
I am in my day life a psychologist and mindfulness teacher, and I was asked to teach mindfulness and compassion practices here together with Patricia at Santa Barbara High School. It seemed that there has been a rise in stress among students and maybe some anxiety and difficulties. And so we have been asked to teach some mindfulness and compassion practices in order to help you to decrease your stress a little bit so that we can meet difficult situations with more ease and more confidence.
So tell me about these mindfulness practices. How can we implement them in our lives, and how do you do?
Well, I would say that there's the practice on the cushion and off the cushion in daily life. So when I learned mindfulness, it was more as a formal practice, sitting on a cushion or a seat in a comfortable position and learning to be present in the moment, which is easier said than done. Most of the time our mind is either fretting about the past or scared about the future. We learn to be here right now through focusing on the body and focusing on the breath. We are learning as thoughts, feelings, worries, comments, concerns are coming by to notice those phenomena arise, abide, and pass away without grasping them. Everything in life is change. Everything changes all the time, whether we do anything or not. So as, for example, frustration arises, if we don't engage with it, if you don't get wrapped up with it, it actually will slowly pass by, and then there is more of a sense of spaciousness and freedom. As we are learning to focus, to relax, and to have an attitude of empathy towards ourselves, we learn to work with ourselves. And I also wanted to say that we are giving regularly community meetings that are free. I teach Mondays at St. Michael's University Church in Ala Vista at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's free of charge. Everybody can come or not come. It's totally non-committal, but everybody's welcome. Tuesdays at 6 o'clock, I teach at the Museum of Natural History at the McVeigh House. And Thursdays, I teach at the Sacred Space in Summerland, also at 6 o'clock. I'm happy to say that we are starting to teach mindfulness and compassion practices starting in October. I think we have our first class on a Wednesday on October 24th, so please stay tuned, and I hope you will all join us. It would be really great.
Alright,
This is the outro.
This is the outro. This is the time
to lead.
when we out
Time to
Outro.
Time to show you the way out of outside.
This darkness called the Bulletin.
Make it more uplifting.
Oh
like
yeah,
the lead.
uplifting. Okay. Like balloons,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, everyone. We've had a really productive day of information.
We actually had
knowledge.
news this week.
We had news.
That's an improvement from any of the other ones. They're all barren of void of information.
We gotta just say it as it is.
Say it as it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I can say it as it is. Hey everyone, you just reached the end of our news production. You are at the end of the bulletin right now. You can now pause the video or close out of the tab to stop watching this video.